Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are in 2024. We're about a week in, so Happy New Year. I think I can still say that. A weekend, we're right at the cutoff. Um, but in this video, I wanted to show you to start with. We'll start out with the '66 Mustang, and if you recall, this one I finished. I didn't finish it. It is not finished. I've got it near completion 2 days before Christmas. And the idea was I wanted to take it and show it to my parents because they had given it to me 2 years ago as a Christmas gift. So I wanted to be able to take it over there and show them and say, hey, look, I appreciate it. And it did not end up in a box in the bottom of a stash somewhere. And that if you ever want to give me model cars for Christmas gifts or birthday gifts or whatever, again, yes, please. This car, largely box stock. What are you going to do? It's '66 Mustang. They've been done. They've been done over and over and over. Every color, every engine, every combination. They've been on four-wheel drive chassis. They've been dragsters. They've been pro touring. They've been, you name it. So if I had a '66 Mustang coupe, I would just do one like this. I would build a nice, clean, stock looking car, maybe up the horsepower, a little bit of camshaft, a little head work, a little gear in the back, make a nice car that you'd want to cruise around and maybe go get ice cream in. So metallic blue paint, we went away from factory there. The pony interior in a lighter blue color, not factory, but it looks good. Blue on blue, the contrast. There's a blue on the door panels. I'll put a picture up to contrast the blue on the inside on the interior. Besides going away from the color, the thing I veered away from was in the engine compartment on this. This is not all AMT 289. I guess that's wrong. It is a AMT 289, but it's built partially from this kit, and parts came from the Surf Woody. So to get a better looking 289, we used parts from both of those and put them together. The 289 decal, I don't even remember what decal sheet it was. That air cleaner decal. And since we are in Ohio, the Buckeye State, a 1966 Ohio license plate. Another thing, it's not really finished. When I say that, the hood, if you look on here, that hood sits low in the back. It has a gap. Well, take that gap up, but it sits low in the back. The firewall sits lower than it should, so I'm going to need to build it up with some styrene there and paint it black on top of the firewall to get the hood to sit straight or to sit level. And I would like to put some tailpipes on this and molded exhaust. I painted back to the mufflers, but I'm going to have to grind some of that out and just use some tube and bend it up like stock tailpipes. But other than that, it is box stock deal. And that was the last one for last year. Just a clean little Mustang. Alright guys, so speaking of box stock, I have a model show coming up this year, and we'll get into that later on, exactly which one it is. But I had wanted to do a box stock kit for a show for a long time, and I've done box stock kits. I've done the last 2 years the small scale group build. I did the Atlantis Trans Am and Nova SS. Those were box stock, so it shouldn't be any problem to do, right? You are taking what the model maker gives you in the kit and you're making the best, cleanest example you can. Wrong, because when you're me, you fret over details and you are a moron. So, did I mention that I'm a moron? So, this 68 Chevelle by Revell, going through some of the cars I've got, is one that I thought, with the parts that are in it, I would be happy building box stock using the parts given. The rally wheels are decent. The engine is decent. Separate frame from chassis, or separate chassis frame from body, let's say. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. The frame's off the body. Um, the level of detail is good in the car. I think we're going to have to open up some door gaps and panel lines, but we won't have to change anything. And to do it as a stock 396, we'll add as a restoration, markings and things like that. One thing that bothered me a little bit, I don't know how you guys split hairs over stuff being box stock, but it is a 325 horse 396 as depicted by the call out on the air cleaner. So that would be the base 327 or 396, and it would not have a aluminum intake. It'd be a cast intake and lower horsepower engine. So if you're going to go and you're going to split hairs, it is a 3.25 horse 396. I would much rather be building a 375 horse car, now 79. But it is what it is. So we are going to build this car. I've started on the chassis, cleaning it up a little bit. I put the engine and transmission together and put it in so I could locate the transmission cross member to the correct spot. We mocked up the intake manifold on top of the motor. One thing that bothers me on this one, there is a lot of deck sticking out in front of this intake manifold. And this is in its locating pins. It's got a big one and a small one that pops it down on the top of the engine block. So it is where they are telling you to put it. And I believe we are going to cut those pins off and move this out just a hair. And so we'll keep about the same amount of deck on the front and rear of the motor. And then you would have a bypass hose from the intake here to the top of the water pump. Now they don't have that in this kit. If they did, it sure would be nice. But box stock, they cannot add one. But we'll make the intake look as good as possible. Yeah, I should be able to just take whatever kit has, whatever it comes with, and be able to build it and do a clean job and like it, but I just have a problem. So, and that's where I've always stood with box stock, what I have with it. As I mentioned, like wheels and that with the kit, you do have a choice. That is a good thing about some kits that have a lot of parts to build with. You can make better your choice and build something more to your taste out of the box. These rally wheels do look good, with some argent and some black on the derby caps. I'm sure they'll be okay. They'd be a 14-inch from the factory, and you've got Magnum 500 style wheel that you could choose from. With a red line tire, so there's good detail. I just got to be not such a moron. Alrighty, guys, last but not least today, the elephant in the room. This is the car that I alluded to earlier in one of the earlier videos. It's been sitting back there. The 69 Camaro. We've got some body kit pieces laying here. Some of you may know this. You've seen this, these pieces, this kit, or a rendering of it online. Black Box STL is the person who did the file, did the design work, and it's this deal started before I saw the kit, the body kit, the chassis that's under this, a full frame deal, front and rear kick-ups, outriggers to the rockers. Doesn't look like any commercially available chassis like the Roadster Shop or someone that I've seen. I was on eBay and saw, I believe it's Chino's model. How's it go? I'll put it up in here. Chino's Model Shop 3D, I believe, is who I bought it from. I got it and it fit really good, and then I happened to be looking around 3D printed stuff for 69 Camaro, and the Black Box STL, the renderings for that came up. Normally I don't like wide body stuff. It's like a street rod, it's very personal, and most times I do not like them. This I liked. So I ordered one, and I really screwed up not ordering through one of my usuals. And you guys probably already know, you've got to order, you get your 3D printed parts through someone that you know does a good job, because there's so many guys printing out there. The first kit that came was garbage. So I spent the money again, and this time I bought from right through Texas 3D Customs for the print on this one, and these parts are phenomenal, like they always are from Texas 3D Customs. Iceman Collections, you just got to go through someone, spend the money, get the good parts, the right parts the first time. So we've got our chassis, we've got our body kit. So yeah, if I don't have enough irons in the fire now, let's just go ahead and start one of the biggest builds that I've ever done. Why the hell not, right? So along with this car, we'll be using an Iceman Collection 632. Got that laying right over there. That Tremec that comes with it, we won't use that transmission. We're going to use a Reed Rossler 400 automatic, Nelson Racing engines, mirror image turbochargers, the anteater intake. I've got so much in parts that I've been collecting that they are going to come together in just one car. This is not going to be some kind of frilly SEMA floor baby, trailer queen. This will be something that, if again, I always build like if I was building in my garage, that I would be building to terrorize the town that I live in. The project has a name. From now on forward, this Camaro will be known as Charcuterie, and not charcuterie, or charcuterie, like the board with meat and cheese on it. Charcuterie, like hijinks, getting into trouble. So like I said, as if we don't have enough other stuff going on, the Nova's still back there, the Yenko Camaro. We've got the box stock Chevelle I just showed you. February is the small scale group build. I will be doing that, so February is pretty much shot. We've got a car and we've got parts for it. But charcuterie, so why not?